Hello and welcome to the Clashing of Steel. And today my topic is difference between high and low tier matches. As a new player, it can be hard to start Total War Arena. For example, you pick swordsman and the spearman will kill you. You pick cavalry and most other melee infantries can beat you. You pick archers and there is no one to defend you. This is mainly the low tier problem. There are commanders who are reasonably strong at low tiers. Or perhaps we can consider here even the spear unit type. Main problem with the low tiers is probably the strength of spear phalanx. It doesn't matter that much if it's Carthage or Greece. Phalanx is a defensive formation and at low tiers the most combat is practically offensive. So that is probably the biggest predicament for Germanicus players or any other type of sword shield infantry players. We have all seen how low tier matches can be highly unbalanced, not just by unit types, but by certain commanders. Although at lower tiers the unit type usually plays a bit bigger role than commander, we can still bring Leonidas' example, where the shield bash will kill off 1/3 of the opposing army who is engaged with the unit. That way making the spear phalanx a lot stronger. But fortunately all players don't play Leonidas. So at low tiers I have nothing more to say than just survive it, get to tier 3 or perhaps even to tier 5. Because the commander skills you unlock make a lot of difference. The first commander skill might be garbage, but the second or third commander skill is usually the best one. Low tier matches can seem random and there isn't big use of tactics. So on to the somewhat of a medium tier or mid tier. I guess we can consider mid tier tier 5 and up, until tier 8. This is where the matches will start to get a bit more interesting. You have all 3 of your commander skills, you have your selected units or unit types. Some players will try out reasonable tactics or perhaps different tactics and cooperate with team members. Not all of them of course, but a lot more than on the lower tiers. Perhaps it would be correct to say that tier 6 is the real start of the mid tiers. Because tier 6 and on unit types have changed, their skills have changed, their dynamic has changed. Their effectiveness and balance in battles. Perhaps not all units, but some. Best examples here would be legionnaires and armored legionnaires. We can also add elephants here, which change the dynamic of the game. We can also take the skills example. Tier 5 and 6 onward, the unit skills will start to change. For example, Tier 5 Greek spears have piercing blows, while the Tier 6 Greek spears have the phalanx thrust. Most unit types have a lot of changes from Tier 4 or 5 up towards Tier 10. Tier 9 and 10 often giving units more different skills than on the lower tiers. Throughout mid tiers, battles will get a bit more intense and players will start to realize right forms of tactics and engagements. But there are still a lot of players who don't understand the basic tactics, who just go head on and God knows how they got so far. Okay, so the high tier matches, tier 9s and 10s. As I said before, tier 9 and 10 unit skills can be a lot different from all previous tiers. This is considered the endgame. The only great thing about tier 10 is that there is no one who can be stronger than you. You're all pretty much on the equal level. Also with tier 9s and 10s the dynamic of the game changes a lot. You get punished harshly for your mistakes. Replenishment cost and consumable cost is way high, so you'll be paying mountains of silver just to replenish your own troops. Certain unit types can be a bit overpowered in the end. This is still the beta, so hopefully any overpowered unit types will get balanced at some point. For conclusion, if you're a new player starting with the lower tiers, it can be hard, it can be painful, but you just need to play through them. unlock new commander skills and try out different tactics and teamwork. The higher your tiers get, the more tactical players get. I'm not saying that players on tier 9s and 10s are excellent at the game, because I have seen some horrible players, even at tier 10. I don't know how they got there, but it makes me ask, how can this game be interesting to him if the main focus is to go head on? Well, this is it about the difference of low and high tier matches. I'm sure there is something that I forgot or missed, but this is just the basic for new players to understand that low tiers are hell. There may seem to be a lot of randomness and retarded moments on the low tiers. There are definitely less on the higher tiers, although matches that are highly unbalanced can still be retarded. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching.